So in the last video, we spoke about what my definitions were on our emotions, mainly love and fear, and how I'm talking about a frequency range. All right. So when we talk about fear, we're talking about that low frequency vibration, but you can feel it. You know, it's that feeling you feel when you're startled, that feeling. I want you to focus on pushing that feeling down. You can literally push it down. You know, like we talked about the breathing exercises and just letting fear go, just letting it go. But you can literally push that feeling down. It's like when you're in a high stress situation, you can't just breathe it away. You know, like I was in a situation once where I was walking down the street and a guy came running from across the street, and he pulled out a .38 pistol and he put it to my forehead, and my best friend, he took off running, you know, and I stood there and I pushed that fear down. I you know, explained to him what the situation was. You know, he wanted to know where I was from or what. I had another situation where a guy riding on my bike, and the guy walks up and he puts my front tire in between his legs and grabs my handlebar and say, "Hey, blood, where you from?" You know, I was like, "No, I don't gang bang." I pushed the fear down. You know, let him know I don't gang bang. You know, I'm trying to actually, you know, save confidence. I'm trying to, you know, build this back up. And so he ended up taking me to meet his uncle, who owned his own mechanic shop. You know, but that was because I was able to push that fear down and respond how I was supposed to respond. You know, like dogs and animals, you know, people can really smell fear and sense it in your actions and how you move. But I want you to just focus on that feeling. This is what you have to master, pushing it down. All right, and it's just trial and error. You'll figure it out really quickly. Once you do it one time, you'll be like, okay, I can do this. You know, and sometimes you'll push it down, it'll come right back up, down, right back up. But I just want you to focus on that feeling. Push that fear down. Now, adverse to that, you, like I said in the last video, you can spark that love energy. Okay, and that can sometimes offset it too. You know, I don't do it as much as I used to. I've been doing it a lot more now that I'm making these videos, and I'm a little more focusing on my emotions. Usually, it's just, for me, I just don't feel fear. It's just a natural thing now. I've been doing it for so long. But you can also pulsate that energy. Like I said in the last video, you can pulsate it from your heart. You're gonna feel it pretty much from your neck down, or you can pulsate it from your brain. You're gonna feel it in your head. You know, focus on that. Try to use that, you know. But I need you to get control of that feeling. You know, the why doesn't matter. You know, in the English language, we put definitions and words. We put words on everything. So, say for example, embarrassment. You're embarrassed. Embarrassment is nothing but fear. But in the English language, what we did was, instead of calling it fear, we've taken the reason why you're afraid. I'm afraid because somebody's talking about how I look. I'm embarrassed, all right? But all it is fear. So same with depression. You know, depression is fear plus sadness. You know, get rid of the fear, let the sadness remain. You're gonna process that sadness. Sadness isn't gonna go away. You might have to go and watch a comedy video, or you may have to just sit there and deal with it. You may be sad for a real reason, and you wanna allow that to process, allow your brain to process. It has to process. It's the fear that makes you afraid of your emotions. When you allow those emotions to mix with fear, then you're afraid of those emotions. Same as when someone passes away. And then you mix that sadness of them passing away with the fear of the unknown, or where they may be, or or the fear of the fact that you'll never see them again. It becomes mourning. It becomes a painful sadness. All right? So we have to focus on that fear, just that fear. All right? We talked about the breathing exercises. You can breathe it away. You can relax. Talk to yourself. It's all right. I got this. It's going to be okay. But you can also push it down. In a high stress situation, breathing it away isn't an option. You have to get good at pushing it down, but just the fear. So, trial and error. So as we know, this is a journey, and we're gonna make it to the end together. So like, subscribe, and share. Let's heal.